Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we are on the green server on the level 12 Shadow Knight, about to ding 13 at this dad camp. And I want to show y'all how to find your own dad camps, or at least go over it step by step so you can do your own thing and find your own thing. So what I usually do when I'm looking for a dad camp to show you guys, or just for myself to level and whatnot, because you know how it is these days with the game. We're not all getting onto the game for 3-4 hours to find a group and grind out a couple levels in a dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us are getting on the game solo, wanting to find a spot that we can get a little bit of experience every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes when we can, while we do other things. We all got a lot going on these days. When we played the game back in the day, we were, teenagers or kids, or, in our 20s or something. Nowadays, when we're trying to get that nostalgia fix, we want to jump on the game, be able to make progress. Like, the whole thing is make progress in a safe way while being able to do other things IRL. That's what a dad camp is to me. And I'm going to do step-by-step process on how y'all can find your own dad camps. But a safe place, safe experience, you can kill the thing, you'll be safe in between if you go AFK. It's replicatable, and nobody's going to steal it. You know what I mean? Like an out of the way place that you can do easily, that you can walk away from, and it'll be there when you come back to get experience when you have a chance. So if you're working at home, you work from home, you got to do a bunch of stuff on your computer, but every 30 minutes you have 5 minutes to get some experience. So we just want to make progress throughout the day, periodically, and know that it's going to happen. Even if it's slow, it's fine. It's like you're making progress. It's fine as you do other things. So here's mine right now on my 12 Shadow Knight. We're in Wrath Mountains, and I showed this on a live stream, but I was doing the bugs on live stream, and that's a good one, the bugs, because they're spread out. They're single pools. Doesn't seem like anybody does them. You can sit up out of the way on the side of a mountain, and nothing ever comes by, and you're pretty safe. And it doesn't always have to be like somewhere out of the way where you're safe. Like if you have a hide, if you're a dark elf and you have hide, you can do more dad camps. Like my necromancer was able to do more dad camps than certain classes would be able to do, because my necromancer can feign death, my necromancer can hide. So it depends what class and race you are and stuff like that. But for most people, just find a place, and I'll tell you step by step. So step by step, I would be, I was doing the skeletons in, Fiorot. So once that green's out, I, let's kill something while we talk. Once that green's out, I go to the wiki. So you got to have the wiki handy. You go to the wiki and you look up nearby zones. So you go to zones on the wiki. And now these are green here, but a lot of them, like, they're blue half of the time. So that's perfect for me. I'm melee. I'm a tank. I'm not like a necro or a druid or a bard or a enchanter or something. So as long as they still give experience, it's pretty good. I'm still making progress, and they are blue like half the time, so it's still fine here, at least till 13, which I'm really close to. That's why I'm not moving. And I know it's safe. I know nobody comes here. I know I can do it, etc. So let's kill this warrior as I talk, but yeah, I was at the skeletons in Firat, and they turned green, like all the way green, like worse, like not worth it anymore. Every single one of them was green. Um, so what I do is I go to the wiki, and I look at the zone I'm in, first of all, and I will sort by NPC level. So go to the zone you're in, type it in if you want to, type in Firat, and then go down to NPCs and sort by level. And then I was level 12, so I'm going to look for NPCs in Firat that are level like 9 to 11. 8 to 11, 9 to 11, something like that. The range will get bigger as you level. Like at 12, I don't think you get experience from like 8 or like level 8. So I was looking for stuff that was like 9 to 11, because I don't want to fight things that are even to me. I don't want to fight things that are yellow to me. I want to fight things that are blue. So I got experience there. So I was looking around the Firat. Didn't really find anything, because the things that were there were grouped up with like yellows and whites, and they were in dangerous spots, and it just didn't happen in the Firat. So after that, I would go to adjacent zones. So you go up in the wiki, up to the top of the Fiat page, and there's adjacent zones. So adjacent zones, there was Kazakh Thul, Enethul Swamp, and then Wrath Mountains. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna check out Wrath Mountains. So I click on Wrath Mountains. We got 2 greens here, I think. So this should be easy. Sometimes they're blue though, sometimes they're mystics. And we got the bugs over there if we need more. So I would click on Wrath Mountains. It's an adjacent zone. It's nearby. I'm a big old stinky ogre, a big shadow knight. Like, I'm slow. I don't want to be going across the world. I don't have a lot of money yet. I want to stay close to my hometown, etc. So I click on Wrath Mountains. I sort by NPC. I look for things that are level 9 to 11. And I found those bugs. The, you know, I don't know. They're like the Z bugs and the A bugs. The Anked and the Zaza bugs were there, and they were level 9 to 11. So I say, perfect. I'm going to go check them out. So I run. I find the bugs. I look on the map. You can look on in Wrath Mountains. You can click on the like if you find an NPC you want to investigate. Click on that NPC, and then it should have a place, like a red X on the map. If you click on it, it'll show you where it is. So I did that. It showed me where they are. I ran to that spot in Wrath Mountains, and, you know, started to check it out. Started to kill them, see, like, what's the zone timer? Are they always blue? Are they sometimes green? Are they white ever? You know, get the feel for it. And once you figure out, like, hey, it's a good one, like, these ones aren't even, you know, aggro. These ones are always blue. If you find something good, then you start killing it. You kind of get the lay of the land. You get the timer down, and that'd be the first thing, kind of like make sure it's safe and you can kill it. You're gonna kill it. You're never gonna lose. You're not gonna die by fighting the enemy. So make sure the enemy, like, you don't want like some caster that's gonna gate or you know, summon you or like blast you out of nowhere and kill you in one shot. Like, you don't want something like that. You kind of want melee, but sometimes you can do casters. So just make sure it's, you know, replicatable. Like, you can kill this thing, you know you can kill it every single time. Even if it takes your whole health bar, your whole mana bar, you know you can kill it. Because it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to go take a break, you're going to sit down, you're going to meditate, you're going to get your health back. So it doesn't matter if it takes your whole bars. It's still fine. As long as you can do it every single time. Over and over and over. So I found the bugs. I'm like, these work. I can sit up. And then you find a spot. Make sure it's safe. Like when you're AFK. You want to be totally safe. You want to think, if I'm not here for 3 hours, nothing bad will happen. So you sit up on the side of a mountain. You test it out. You're there. Make sure you're there. You know, you do it actively first. Before you do a dad camp, you don't just automatically, you don't kill something one time and then leave for 3 hours. That's not how it works. You have to sit there and kill it over and over and over, get the timer down, get the lay of the land, make sure there's nothing that's going to walk by and kill you. Know where to sit. You'll start sitting in one spot, and then you might change your mind and go sit in another spot. You might start killing one bug, and then you change your mind and you might kill the other bug. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, like, do it actively first and make sure you know, like, nothing is ever going to come up on the side of this mountain. Like, I know I can kill this lizard and these 2 lizards, and then I can sit up here on the side of this mountain for hours and hours and hours, and first of all, I'll be safe. Nothing ever comes up here. So I can just sit up here, and I know for sure, like, nothing's ever going to come up here. It's never happened, ever. Number 2, no one's ever going to take this camp. It's very rare. I doubt it. Like, I'm not here always and forever. But when I am here, I haven't seen a single soul here. So another cool thing, that's another criteria, is the loot good? Are you looking for experience? Are you looking for loot? Are you looking for both? What are you looking for? Because you got to kind of decide, okay, if you're looking for just loot, and the thing, like the bugs drop nothing, you wouldn't do the bugs. But if you're looking for just loot, and the lizards are dropping bronze weapons, large rawhide, you know, they're actually dropping things, then the lizards might be for you. If you're just looking for strictly experience, the bugs would be good. They don't really, you know, they're single pools, they're easy, and but they don't have any loot. So it depends what you're looking for. Like the giants in Frontier Mountain, like they don't have any loot, but they're really good experience all the way to 60. So it's got to be, you can't always have your cake and eat it too. Like, you got to decide what you're doing here. Like if you're going to Droga, you're probably just there for loot and not experience. If you're going to Frontier Mountain Giants, you're there for experience but not loot. Here at this lizard camp, I'm getting experience and loot, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. I'm getting bronze weapons, I'm getting large rawhide, which is pretty good for level 12. Like some of the bronze weapons sell for 3 plat. But I know I can sit here and nothing will ever attack me up on this hill. And I know that people, when I come back, my stuff will still be here. Whether I'm gone for 3 hours or 10 minutes, I'll be able to kill again when I come back. So that's pretty much the step-by-step process of finding yourself a dad camp. Go onto the wiki, whatever zone you're in currently, look throughout that zone, search by NPC level, so sort from highest to lowest, find a level range just under yours. So if you're level 12, it would be 9 to 11. If you're level 30, it would be like 25 to 29. If you're level 40, it would be 33 to 39, something like that. The gap gets wider as you level up. Once you find something, you can investigate it. You can click on it, make sure it's not something crazy like a super cop guard or a crazy caster that's an undercon, or something that gates or summons or something like that. Make sure it's nothing crazy. Usually you want some sort of melee troop like a warrior or something like that, or a monk or something. And then see where it is on the map. If you have nothing in the current zone, look at adjacent zones, and then sort by NPC level. Go down to your level range that you're looking for. You're looking for blues, so just under your level range. And depends like what class race combo you are as well. Like right now, if I was a rogue, this would be good because a lot of these are green, and they still give experience. So if I'm trying to dad camp as a rogue, you're gonna have to kill things that are probably like greens giving experience or light blues. So as a Shadow Knight, I'm not a Necro. I'm not an Enchanter. I can't be fighting evens or like dark blues, so I want a level range slightly under what I would do on my Enchanter or my Necro. And then we have these bugs, like when I am active, like this is a 6-minute spawn, by the way, so I can pretty actively do this. And so I can either actively do it or I can dad camp it. Really no big deal. You kind of want a single pool and not like multiples if possible, but we got the single pool by the totem if we need single pools, and we got a double pool at the camp if we want more, and then we got 3 bugs just right nearby if we want even more stuff to kill. So it's a pretty cool camp that I found in Wrath Mountains. And then you got merchants right nearby. You got more bugs past the merchants if you want to go even harder. Like I was killing 6 mobs. When I'm active and doing it actively, I can kill 6 mobs, and there's a merchant right there and a safe place to sit. If I'm dad camping, I could kill 1. And it's blue like half the time. It's nice. So that's how I find dad camps, and that's how you could find them too. Just go to the wiki, search nearby zones, sort by NPC level, find a level range just under what you are currently, look at the map, see where they are, go check it out, kill it actively for a while just to get the lay of the land. Make sure it's good for you. If you're looking for loot, if you're looking for experience, make sure it's what you're looking for. Make sure there isn't like a crowd of 5 of them like together that all link and chain pool. Find something good like a single or a double or singles, and find it on the map. Go scope it out. Go kill it for a while actively, and then you kind of find out where you're gonna sit, where it's safe to sit, what the zone timer is, like how active is the zone, are people coming through here with trains, are people like always wanting this camp and killing stuff in your camp, are people killing stuff nearby. You kind of got to get the lay of the land first. You can't just go in dad camping right away without like scoping the scene first, catching the vibe, you know what I mean? So once you scope the scene and catch the vibe and you find a spot you can sit, that's good. Maybe you change your spot as you realize, like oh, a griffin goes through here, or oh, a hill giant goes through here, or there's a crazy bugged out glitched unicorn that goes through here. So you might change where you sit at some point. You're not going to find the perfect spot to sit and wait for the next, while you're AFK. But that's super important, making sure you have a safe place to sit while you're AFK. That's like one of the top criteria. You don't want to be dad camping and losing experience. You want to be dad camping and gaining, even if it's just a little bit, every freaking hour or two. You just want to make positive progress while you're doing other things IRL. While you can't be like actively, if you're actively able to sit here and play the game, there's no point of dad camping. So, dad camping is all about getting a kill, making progress, and then doing things you need to do in real life. Coming back to the game, knowing that it's going to be there, being able to kill it easily every single time, knowing you're making progress, knowing it's going to be there, knowing you're going to be safe, knowing you're not going to be dead, and then you can go do whatever, sit in your safe spot, go do whatever for however long, come back, do it again, repeat the process, and you know it's going to be there, 100% chance, repeat the process. That's what a dad camp is. The way to find them, Wiki, nearby zones or zone you're in, sort by NPC level, find an NPC level range right below yours so they're blue. Click on whatever it is. Make sure it's not crazy super cop or crazy caster. Go scope the scene, look at the map, see where they are. Go scope them out, spy on them, get your binoculars out, be a peeping Tom. Do the camp actively for a while. Get the vibe. See what it's like. Are people running through here with are bards running through here kiting 50 million things? Like, you never know what's going on in an area until you sit there for an hour or two. So you can't just automatically dad camp. You have to actively do it first, and then you can turn it into a dad camp. You have to at least sit there and watch the area. Get the vibe. Then make sure, okay, is my timer good? Is this going to work for me? Is it a something I kill and then it doesn't come back for 3 hours? That wouldn't work. Is it something I kill and then it's back in 5 seconds? I don't know if that'll work either. So you got to find something that works for you. It comes back every 10 minutes, or it comes back every 30 minutes, or it comes back every 6 minutes. Usually 6 minutes is good because it'll be back and it's always there when you're ready to do like the next kill. But 10 minutes is good, 11 minutes is good, 15 minutes sometimes is good, 22 minutes is sometimes good. Depends what you're looking for. Some of the better kills with the better loot, it's going to be like a 22-minute timer. And hopefully you can have something else nearby if you can play for like 15 minutes straight. Like here, I can kill multiple lizards and bugs and stuff. Like the bugs are over here. This would be another spot for maybe level 11. You could sit over here, same thing. This could be a dad camp as well. You could just kill the one bug here. It's probably dark out now, which is super fun. There's another bug there. And there's another bug there. They're all green right now, but sometimes they're blue. But you could sit right here. They never come up here. Nobody ever comes up here. Nobody trains through here. No enemies, no random mobs come through here. So you could sit here and just kill one of these over and over and over, 6-minute spawn. Or you could kill all 3. Like, it's nice. It's a dad camp. Or it's an active camp, and you can sit here and kill these 2, this one, and those 3 over there, and get a ton of experience. So that's how you do it. Just one more time. I know I repeat myself a lot, but I think it, if you, turn the video off if you don't like it, I guess. But please subscribe as well. That'd be great. We're trying to get to 10K. So yeah, I look at the wiki, basically, is all I do. I go to whatever zone I'm in. I sort by NPC level, higher to lower. And then I look for a level range just under my level range. And then I click on whatever it is, and I start to investigate it. I read about it. Okay, these are bugs that have weird names, but there's no weird faction. Maybe you look at faction to make sure you're not getting bad faction for some place that you don't want bad faction for. You make sure they're not like an undercon or something. You make sure that it's not a crazy caster. Then you go to the scene of the crime and you check it out. You scope the scene. You sit there for a while, see what spot's safe, what spot isn't safe. Are there lots of people here? Is there just random mobs wandering through? Hill giants, griffins, unicorns. What's going on here? You need to sit there for like an hour or two to get the lay of the land. And then actively kill them. Is this hard? Is this weirdly hard? Are there like 3 of them that come every single time? Are they healing each other? Are they healing through walls? Like, you gotta sit there and kill them and make sure you can do it before you make it a dad camp. Once you figure it out, also while you're doing that, make sure you're taking note of the timer, or look on the wiki for the timer, because you're gonna want to set a timer on your phone. That way you know when it's back up. And if you're like really dad camping, you would kill it every time it pops, but you would do things in between. So if you're working, your timer goes off, you kill it, you set your timer again, you're working, your timer goes off, you kill it real quick, You set your timer again. You're working. That's usually how it goes. Or you're doing laundry, or you're whatever you're doing. So just make sure it's repeatable. It gives you experience, or it gives you loot. It gives you what you want. It's repeatable. It's not super hard. You can do it every single time, and you're safe. You're safe. Wherever you're sitting when you're AFK, you have to be safe. That's the top priority. You know? You don't want to just come back and be dead. That should never happen. If you're dad camping and you come back and you're dead, that's not a dad camp. That's definitely not a dad camp. You could be killing a green over and over and over, getting experience and be super safe, and that's a dad camp. It doesn't have to be a blue. As long as it gives you experience or something. As long as you're making progress. It could be dropping bronze weapons, fine steel. You're making progress. You're getting stuff you can sell and you're making plat. But if you die, if you come back and you're dead, that's not a dad camp. If it's dangerous where you're at and it's not repeatable, that's not a dad camp. The main thing is that you can repeat it and you're safe while you're AFK. And you're making progress every single kill. So that's a dad camp. I mean, it could be a place where there's a really rare drop. Like if you're killing something and not making progress, but there's a chance that you get something amazing, that could be a dad camp too. But most of the time you want it to be like every single time you kill it, you're making progress. So hopefully experience or fine steel or, you know, whatever, bronze weapons or something. So that's how I do it. Wiki, adjacent zones, nearby zones, you know, sort by NPC level, check out the, you know, find one that qualifies that's just under my level range, click on it, go scope it out, you know, read about it first, make sure it's not crazy, go check it out, make sure faction isn't weird, make sure it's repeatable, make sure there's nothing nearby that's going to kill you while you're AFK, make sure there's no, like, people kiting through your camp, there's no hill giants, griffins, unicorns, you know what I mean? And then once you get there, you scope the scene, you do the camp actively first. You don't just automatically start dad camping it. You got to do it actively first so you know more about it. You get your timer down. And then once you figure everything out, where to sit, it's safe here, this is repeatable, this is dropping bronze weapons. Once it's good, then you start dad camping it. You kill it, you go AFK, you're safe, you find a good safe spot to sit, and then you set a timer, you come back, kill it, make progress, whatever progress means to you. You sit in your safe spot. You never come back. You're never dead. If you die, it's not a dad camp. But yeah, any questions, put them in the comments. I'm about to ding 13 here, and I probably am not going to do it on video. I have a weird day today where I got to hurry up and make you all a video. So here it is for today. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you can make your own now. Let me know in the comments. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.